Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Lunch Global today. Managing blood sugar is important for people living with diabetes. Some of the best food for people with diabetes are high protein, low sugar options like avocados and fatty. Figuring out the best food to eat when you have diabetes doesn't have to be tough. To keep things simple, your main goal should be managing your blood sugar level. It's also important to eat foods that help prevent diabetes, complications like heart diseases. Your diet can have a major role in preventing and managing diabetes as well. So, today we're going to be giving you some of the best food for people living with diabetes. It can be both the type 1 and type 2. I am Chunk Anamel Joseph, and this is Lunch Global on Global TV. We'll be right back after this short break. The short break. I'm still your host for today, Chunk Anamel, and this is Lunch Global. Before the break, I said today we'll be looking out for the perfect meal and of course super healthy for people that are diabetic positive. Because a lot of times it's like diabetes is something that is so common right now, which is not happy about, but that is what is happening, especially for people who are older, who are basically from the age of 50 and above. It's everywhere in the world. So we're not only saying, okay, maybe it's because Nigerians are so ignorant or they don't eat the right meal, but sometimes we need to be or most of the times we need to be very, very cautious of what we eat, because we need to help ourselves, and to keep ourselves alive, we have to just focus and go eat the right meal at the right time. So today we'll be starting with fatty fish. A lot of times I've spoken about the importance of fatty fish, the nutritional value. Now on this, it's not only for people with diabetes or people who are diabetic patients that eat fatty fish. It can be anybody, even when you're healthy. So on today's episode, you will want to share your opinion or your ideas with us. Probably you're battling with diabetes and you've been finding it so difficult to go in with the right meal. You can call us on the number displayed on your screen, and trust me, we can rub minds, we can share ideas. Of course, you can also be of a super help, like you can be like a healer to someone out there today, because a lot of people, young and old, have been battling with this ailment or this disease, and it's not something to be proud of. So we're going to start with fatty fish today, just as I said. And this fatty fish can be salmon, it can be sardine, can be herring and mackerels. They are great source of the omega-3 fatty acid, DHA and EPA, which have many people with diabetes who have an increased risk of heart disease and stroke. DHA and EPA protects the cells that line your blood vessels, reduce markers of inflammation, and many may also help improve the way your arteries function. Research indicates that people who eat fatty fish regularly have a lower risk of acute coronary syndromes like heart attacks, and are less likely to die from heart diseases. Studies shows that eating fatty fish may also help regulate blood sugar. A study involving 68 adults who had overweight or obesity found that participants who consume fatty fish had significant improvement in high-quality protein, which help you feel full and help stabilize blood sugar level. And everything you can ever imagine of, omega-3 is very, very important for you. And make sure that your body is always, like you're always nutritious, like you're always feeling good. because you just need that for yourself. Now, fatty fish contains omega-3 fats that can help reduce inflammation and other Okay, before we continue, I have to take this call. Right. Okay, so let's hear who is calling us. Okay, I think we missed that call. Maybe the caller will call us back.
Hello.
Okay, hello. Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Launch Global today. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
My name is Francisca.
Hi, Francisca. That's a lovely name you have there.
Thank you.
All right, so you
So,
can delve in with your
I want to
question.
ask.
Okay.
I want to ask a question.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I am not a fish kind of person. Like I don't really like food without eating it. Do you think something is wrong with me?
No, no, no. Nothing is wrong with you at all. You know that sometimes there are people who, will I say, allergies, which sometimes our mindset makes us feel like we can't eat this particular food. But if your system doesn't go in line with you eating fish, the only important thing is for you to have protein in your body. You need to eat protein because you can't do without protein. You have vegetables that are packed in protein. So if you're missing out on eating the fish or the meat, you can go with egg. You can eat beans. You can also eat vegetables. You have spinach, you have kale, you have broccolis, you have a lot of vegetables, and I think there's nothing wrong with you at all. So don't feel something is wrong with you. It's just for you to eat the right meal, balanced diet, and then make sure you eat protein every day. So you don't have to eat fish or meat before you feel like you're eating protein. There are other interesting food like beans, vegetables, legumes, and a lot more of things that you can eat, and that will serve perfectly. And of course, you can also eat nuts and seeds because they serve as your protein as well. So nothing is wrong with you.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you so
Francisca. Thank you for.
Smile.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for calling us today.
Thank you, bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Okay, so moving on, I was talking about leafy greens, and thank God Francisca called to ask her a question if she has probably allergy to eating fish, and then maybe she doesn't like meat. Does that mean that something is wrong with her? Absolutely nothing is wrong with you. If you don't like meat, or if you don't like rice, you can eat pasta, you can eat something else. It's not, just because we say you should eat protein doesn't mean it has to be a specific protein. Anything proteinous at all, you can eat it itself. The idea is for your food to be well balanced. So I was saying earlier, they are also very low for the leafy greens. They are also low in digestible carbs or carbohydrate absorbed by the body, so they won't significantly affect blood sugar level. Spinach, kale, and other leafy greens are good source of many vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C. Some evidence suggests that people who with diabetes have lower vitamin C levels than people without diabetes, and they may have greater vitamin C requirements. Vitamin C acts as a potent antioxidant and also has inflammatory qualities. Increasing dietary intake of vitamin C rich food can help people with diabetes increase their serum vitamin C levels while reducing inflammation and cellular damage. Leafy green vegetables are rich in nutrients like vitamin C, as well as antioxidants that protect your heart and eye health. And moving on to my favorite, I call it my favorite every day because honestly it's my favorite. And to Francisca, if you don't like fish, you don't like meat, make sure you make avocado your best at all. Just try and make it your best because you will enjoy eating that, because it's just for you to make sure that your meal is balanced. So avocado has less than 1 gram of sugar, few carbohydrates, a high fiber content, and healthy fats. So you don't have to worry about them rising your blood sugar levels. Avocado consumption is also associated with improved overall diet quality and significantly lower body weight and body mass index. This makes avocados an ideal snack for people with diabetes, especially since obesity increases the chances of developing diabetes. Avocados may have properties specific to preventing diabetes. So a 2019 study in mice found that avocacin, which is that's AvoB, that's how it's called, a fat molecule found only in avocados, inhibits incomplete oxidation in skeletal muscle and the pancreas, which reduces insulin resistance. More research is indeed in humans to establish the connection between avocados and diabetes preventions. Avocados have less than 1 gram of sugar and are associated with improved overall diet quality. Avocados also have properties significant to diabetes prevention. Moving on, we're going to be looking at eggs. We literally eat eggs every day, but most of the time we just want to fry it, put so much oil, lots of paper, just because that is what we feel like eating. That's what we're hungry for. All the time I say, look out for your health more than what your stomach wants or what the taste you want in your tongue and in your mouth. So regular egg consumption may reduce your heart disease risk in several ways. eggs may decrease inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, increase your HDL, that's good cholesterol level, and modify the size and shape of your LBD, which is bad cholesterol. A 2019 study found that eating a high-fat, low-carb breakfast of egg could help people with diabetes manage blood sugar level throughout the day. Older research has linked egg consumption with heart disease in people with diabetes. But a more recent review of controlled study found that eating 6 to 12 eggs per week as part of a nutritious diet did not increase heart disease risk factor in people with diabetes. What's more, some research suggests that eating eggs may reduce the risk of stroke. So you know that egg is not only for you to eat because you say, okay, you have to eat protein, you have to eat protein. You should eat it because there's a lot more that you can get from eating eggs. Eggs may improve risk factors for heart disease, promote good blood sugar management, protect your eye health, and keep you feeling full. You know, when you boiled egg and you eat it, most of the time when you eat, for people who are noodle lovers, when you eat your egg before your noodles, trust me, you can't eat half of that noodles. Go and try it. If you're eating your noodles and then you eat the egg first before you eat the noodles, trust me, you're not going to finish that noodles. If you end up maybe just forcing yourself to eat it because you don't want to waste the food. But eggs, like, you can eat 2 eggs and then you feel very okay. It can sustain you for hours before you even eat the meal you're supposed to take for the day. Now we'll be looking at chia seeds. I've been talking about chia seeds literally all the time, and I said it earlier, it's not only for people who are diabetic, but today we're trying to focus on them so that it will not look like you're always talking about people who want to look beautiful, people who want to have slim body, people they want to be chubby, people who lack insulins, or they want this or want that. Let's also look out for people who are battling with one issue or the other, especially when it comes to their health. So before we move to chia seed, basically, we're going to take this short break. And don't forget, today you have all the chance for you to call us, share your opinions, your ideas. Just ask questions, tell us how you feel, you want recommendation, you want to learn new things. Trust me, we're always here for you. So before we move further, we're going to go on this short break, and when we come back, we're going to look out for chia seed. So stay tuned. For people with diabetes, they are extremely high in fiber, yet low in digestible carbohydrate. In fact, 11 of the 12 grams of carbohydrate in a 28 grams serving of chia seeds are fiber, which doesn't raise blood sugar. The viscous fiber in chia seed can actually lower your blood sugar level by slowing down the rate of which food moves through your gut and is absorbed. Chia seeds may help you achieve a moderate weight because fiber reduces hunger and make you feel full. Chia seeds may also help maintain glycemic management in people with diabetes. A study involving 77 adults with overweight or obesity and a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes found that eating chia seeds supports weight loss and help maintain good glycemic control. Additionally, chia seeds have been shown to help reduce blood pressure and inflammatory markers. Chia seeds contain high amounts of fiber, which may help you lose weight. I want to lose weight and I want to go for chai seed. No, so now I'm not talking about people who are diabetic. And people always talk about I am fat, I am chubby, I am this, I am that. Yes, we are focusing on people who are diabetic, but then we're not leaving you out, because you, one way or the other, you know what your body needs and you know what you want. So you might want to pick up one or two. We're only saying these are recommendations. These are the perfect food a diabetic patient should eat, because they are all low in carbohydrate. And anyone who is battling with diabetes should not delve into eating food that are high in carbohydrate at all. If you want to, if you can even avoid that, if there's a way, which is impossible, but if you have to, then you should. Don't forget to call us, tell us how you feel. If you have someone, maybe a family friend, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, anyone at all that needs help with this, trust me, you can call and share your opinion. So we have a caller. Let's get to hear what that person has in store for us today. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling Launch Global today. Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
I'm Danny. I'm calling from Wuse.
Hi, Dami. Thank you for calling us. How is Wuse this afternoon?
Yeah, I've been watching your programs and I love how you do your presentations. Amazing. But
Thank you.
If you could give me just 2 main ingredients on how to gain weight, because something I've been trying to do, and I believe that you would have insight on that.
Okay, so basically, when we talk about you wanting to, okay, so we lost that caller, but then I'm very sure she's following up. So if you want to add weight, first of all, you need to learn to sleep well, because it's part of it. Sometimes it's not the eating and eating and eating all the time that you get the weight you want. You need to eat a lot of proteinous food. You need to go in with the right fat, because you shouldn't avoid eating fat just because they say fat is bad. What you need to not to eat too much, because it's fat. It makes you add weight, but it's not healthy. It's for it not reduce. If you can stop eating butter, reduce the rate at which you eat cheese, and go in with dairies. You can go in with protein like eggs and bananas, avocados. They help you feel full, and you don't have to eat too much. You have to drink lots of water, and also try and rest, and also you have to sleep well. So sometimes it's not because you don't eat well, honestly. Sometimes, we have different body system, we have different way our body reacts to food. But most importantly, you have to eat at the right time. You have to make sure you eat the right meal. You have to make sure that your food is balanced, and you have to also regulate the intake of carbohydrate. It's good for you to eat carbohydrate because it helps give your body lots of energy. It builds your bone. It's very important for you, but your food shouldn't just be more of carbohydrate and less of protein. Trust me, once your food is balanced, you don't have anything to regret. You have the right body you want at the right time. You can go in with wheat, the right wheat. You can go in with good cereals that are mostly grains or wheat, perfect for you. And then trust me, when you try that, you're going to come back here and tell us your experience, because we want to also hear your experience one way or the other. If what we suggested for you actually help you, and please make sure you do it, because you're calling and then you're giving ideas like, oh, this is too much stress, it's too much to ask and all of that. But if that is what you need, then you have to listen and you have to do exactly what you heard today. Thank you for calling us, even though we missed that caller, but then we appreciate that call. Now, talking about continuing for the chai we're talking about, in conclusion, what they do to you is that they give you the right amount of fiber, which help you lose weight. They also help maintain the blood glucose level, because as a diabetic patient, anything that will make you add weight is not what you need at all. So for the sake of time, we're going to stop here today, and trust me, we're going to continue tomorrow the same time. If you want to join us, and then if this is the first time of joining, probably you joined us late, at 12:30 you get to hear all the amazing things you've never even heard before. Thank you for joining us today on Launch Global. I'm still your host, Chunk Annamel Joseph, and we're going to leave you today. For our callers today, thank you. We really appreciate your call. We really appreciate your questions and, of course, your testimonies. All right, I will leave you today with what you've learned. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.